sports. It's the Jets and the Niners, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Wet weather squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California. The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. So here are the Jets now back. Their first drive. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, and Zach Wilson.
And what was really attractive about Zach Wilson coming out of college, coming out of BYU, his ability to create and make plays when many people thought they didn't exist. But what's been even better is watch him improve in the pocket, able to hit the back foot, make the right read, and the right throws.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Connell throwing middle, and it's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
From the gun on 3rd down. Connell. Oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offense. Come out for their first possession. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Looking to throw. Connell flushed out right. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Back to throw. Melvin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Barnwright came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And taken at the 46. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Connell out to his left. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 33. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Donald. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7. Off play action. Melvin. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken it around the 40. I call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the 49ers will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. To throw again. Connell. And a completion to Wilson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Another completion there. And you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity. A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
On third down, Connell. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage. They had a chance to really build a nice early lead, go up a couple of scores. But he doesn't hit that one quite right, and it winds up an empty possession.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Melvin, that's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Looking to throw. Melvin. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Josh Palmer, the intended target, and it's second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Saunders. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 3rd and 5. Back to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
A 52-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you're...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Still going. And finally, he's out of bounds. But how about that return? All the way inside the 20 and into the red zone.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving.
Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Operating from the gun, Melvin. He finds his man, complete. It's Saunders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Melvin. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down now. Donald, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Spinning past him. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Pretty good 1st down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
13 yards there and a Niner 1st.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they're going to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down, Melvin. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. And his kick here is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. New York ready to go again offensively. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said,
and the defense loses him. It's complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 47 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Gonna throw right side here, complete. Well, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the bootleg, Connell dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to the ground with Hall. They'll run with Hall, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll go again with Hall. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
It's out, it's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Melvin. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 3rd down, Donald. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Melvin. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here on All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining 2nd half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the 2nd half and get us going?
Off the bootleg. Melvin. They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. to throw. Melvin. Right side, it's the tight end, Hawkinson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now 2nd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Up the middle they go. Donald. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Fighting to step, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking it about the 16. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play. Really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
It's fielded at the 45. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side, a little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack. And this time he got caught.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Connell caught by Wilson. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Throwing to start the drive. Melvin. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Throwing again. Melvin. He finds his man complete. That's Saunders. And he's got it past the 30 before his hit and dropped. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. Donald found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. An injury going to pause the game here, and it looks like it's Terry McLaurin who's in some discomfort. Not sure what happened. Hopefully this is nothing major. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They'll keep it on the ground. Donald. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
This 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Melvin. A short one there, caught by Likely. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On first down, Donald. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Throwing on first down, Melvin. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Second and a couple. Up the middle they go. Donald, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This time it's 3rd and 3. Off play action. Melvin.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Going for it, it's Mitchell. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Back To throw. Connell. It's caught right side by Daniels. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Connell. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
So a nice throw there. And, CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
You know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come and with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. First the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Operating from the gun. Connell eluding the pressure right. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Hall. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead here to 17-6.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Where the 49ers getting set to trot out there.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Melvin. He finds his man. Complete. It's Saunders. And he's taken down but able to
slip across the 35.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first and 10, Melvin. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To throw on second down, Melvin. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. Back to throw, Melvin.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 16. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's first and 10.
Looking to throw, Melvin. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
On third down, Melvin. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now they go screen. It's complete. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now the Niners down by 11. Exactly 1 minute remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Throwing to start the drive. Melvin. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's brought down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Open man downfield. It's Palmer.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot down.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. 25 seconds to go. A must recover if they're going to have any chance. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And just how they envisioned the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Jets, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they obviously fall to 0-1.